old mining equipment littered all over the side of the road. Abandoned mines scattered all over the place here in this very valley. In the Gila National Forest, a town was founded over 100 years ago, and now it's a ghost town. This is the story of Mogollon.
The valley that Mogollon would be founded in was prospected by a U.S. cavalry soldier named James Cooney in the year 1870. He would discover gold and silver deposits in the Mineral Creek Canyon. Although his time in the army was not finished, so he would return to the area 6 years later once his contract had completed. Mr. Cooney and his friend, Harry McAllister, would be forced out of the area by hostile Apaches. They would return in 1878, and soon others would join in on the prospecting. However, soon there would be bloodshed as Apache raids continued. In 1880, Mr. Cooney would be killed in an Apache raid which would later become known as the Alma Massacre. At the same time, many other miners began flooding the valley. In the year 1890, Mogollon was officially established in the Silver Creek Canyon. At its peak, it would be host to 6,000 residents. In 1894, much of the town would be burned down because of a massive fire. However, they would rebuild and recover, but this would only be the first of many disasters to happen in Mogollon.
We're almost there, and we came across this little building here on the road, and check this out. On the inside, somebody put ornaments up for Christmas. Look at that. Look at how cool that is. Man, that is just really, really awesome. And it is absolutely beautiful up here, honestly. I mean, look at this view. Absolutely incredible. So another strange structure we found by the side of the road was this. This looks very interesting.
Look over there, Doctor. This wall is remnants of something too.
Oh yeah, look, there's a cabin right up there. That's the cabin we saw from the little overlook we were at. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I don't know what this is supposed to be here for, but let's take a good old Kentucky gander. You can see right here, that leads to the little air duct on the top. Look at this, another structure right next to the other one we found on the side of the road. We have a theory that it might be a part of a mine or a mine system that was walled off, but that could be wrong. That's only a hypothesis.
Look at that old nail, holding on for dear life.
Yeah. We'll probably see many more cool things like this as we go into the town. So there's the entrance to the actual town. But before we go inside, we saw another curious thing. It looks like there's some sort of rail system leading into another mine shaft right there. So we're gonna go take a look at that before we head into the town. So right here, these little minecart tracks, and they lead right there. Let's go take a good old Milwaukee look-see to see what's up over here. Hey, I don't think Google thinks we're going on the right path.
I don't think so either.
Look at this. Look at how just beautiful this place is. Huh. Look at that, people graffitied in here. How cool.
There's like a water pump station right here.
Yeah.
Or air pump.
And look at this. You can walk right into where it leads into, but it looks like the mine is
Oh,
padlocked.
it's so secure with a padlock. And I just finished going through the lock picking course. That's crazy.
But even if we got in, there's another gate.
Yeah, it looks like it could be pushed out of the way.
Actually, you could probably just climb around it.
Yeah, see, right there.
I wish I had my lock picking set with me.
This actually looks like a very sturdy mine, just from looking at it at a glance.
Yeah. Well, that is incredible. So here is the town, the beginning of it. Gonna walk around here. And yeah, it's pretty empty right now. But that's because it's not open for tourism this time of year. Wow.
The gate still look pretty good on this thing.
Look at this place, it's incredible. A little creek that runs right through the town.
This is a very long town.
This is the J.P. Holland General Store right here, right next to the museum. And Holland's Furniture and Notions. Incredible. And would you look what we have here? A secret door. Ooh, mysterious.
Kind of weird, man. They got a UPS package right here.
Yeah, I noticed that the door's padlocked, but you can kind of see inside. You can't really see it well on the camera, but it leads to a tunnel. I'm pretty sure this was another mine. Yeah, I'm fairly certain this was another mine, because behind it is a whole freaking tunnel. We saw a U-Haul truck coming down the mountain and an old man on an ATV, but that's it. Those are the only two people we've seen here. This whole place has been pretty empty. It's eerie almost. As we continue our drive through the town, we found this old minecart equipment. And right next to it are all these old cars. Look at that. That is really cool. And look, even in an old gas pump right over there. How cool is that? And then here's the general store right here. It seems like a lot of the people in the town don't really want to be interviewed. They don't have a problem with talking, they just don't want to be on camera, which is okay. A lot of people value their privacy. A lot of people live in places like this because they don't want to be bothered by the media and whatnot. Wow, this is such an incredible town. We found something good this time. In the mine shaft that's open. See how deep it goes. You want me to go first? I have the light.
Oh wow, I don't want to go.
Why?
Oh, mosquitoes, man.
It's mosquitoes?
I don't know what these are.
Oh yeah, I
Is this
see
really
them.
where it ends?
Oh, does it just end right there?
Oh no, it is not. Down that way.
There do be bugs.
Can you see?
Mind my mouth.
That's what she said. Oh, it ends right there.
Oh yeah, it does.
Well, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah. So beyond here is where the mining headframe is that we saw. There's a lot of mining buildings and abandoned mines right up this road. But yeah, it doesn't look like we'll be able to go up there. Further up the mountain, I think about a mile away from the actual town is this, the cemetery. I mean, look at this. Can't see all the headstones here, but it looks like a lot of them are put in those cages to protect them. Man, it's incredible. Such old headstones.
Throughout Mogollon's history, from the 1890s all the way to 1942, there would be 7 major devastating fires that would break out. The population began to shrink. By 1909, it went from 6,000 to only about 2,000. However, the mines were still active. In 1913, the mines saw over $1 million in revenue. The brother to James Cooney, Michael Cooney, continued to work the mines and look for new prospecting opportunities. However, in 1914 he would tragically pass away after freezing to death while he was prospecting. By 1915, new amenities, such as electricity and telephones, had made it to Mogollon. But that wouldn't stop its population from diminishing even more. It now stood at about 1,500 residents. During the First World War, the demand for gold and silver would drop dramatically, causing many of Mogollon's mines to shut down. By the year 1930, only 200 people continued to live there. As more mines shut down, the final major fire would strike the town in 1942, almost completely reducing it to ashes. However, that would not be the end of Mogollon. The residents would rebuild their town, and the Little Fanny mine would continue to operate until the 1950s, when it would finally shut down. In 1987, the entire town was placed on the National Registry of Historic Places. The historic building known as the J.P. Holland Store, which was constructed in the 1880s, currently serves as the Silver Creek Inn. It was operated by a man named Henry Johnson, but in 1914 he sold it to a barber named James Holland, who would operate it as a general store and barber's shop. In 1980 it was purchased by a man named Stan King, who operates it as a bread and breakfast known as the Silver Creek Inn. Across from it and around the main street are many other historic buildings, including an old stagecoach and theater. Up a long windy road is the old cemetery. The town of Mogollon is truly an incredible place. Over the last year, we have traveled all across New Mexico and have had many incredible experiences with many incredible people. As the modern frontiersmen are about to switch to a dedicated team and focus filming on the Midwest and East Coast over the next year, it is important to remember all those that helped make the project possible. So now we must say farewell to all of them, and hello to the next chapter of American Decay. All those great memories, all those great experiences, New Mexico, and certainly Mogollon will never be forgotten.
You're a memory now. You're all faded and brown. You're You're just namelessly hung on the tip of my tongue in a silent remark. You're a memory now. You're just dust on the ground, just a whisper of steam on the crest of a dream while I walk in the dark. You're a memory now. Sheltered and safe, hidden and concealed, your timid face never was revealed, shaded from the light, tepid and so slight. Shake off the dust, wipe away the years, scrape off the rust, nothing more appears. I've been through it all.
In this valley, over 100 years ago, people began to mine. And since then, oh motherfucker.